Hello everyone. I wanted to hop on and have a short conversation with you about something that's been coming up quite a bit in the sessions where I'm sitting with people. The concept that is coming up a lot is what I call self-attachment. Self-attachment is the process of what we are often conditioned into is to seek external validation, need, support. All of those things are super important. We need to continue to seek those things, with the exception of when we're seeking them in a neurotic kind of anxious way. Often when that's happening, there's a refusal in our system to attach to ourselves. So we want the external world to do it for us. And in some cases, it's easy to get that need met from others. And in other cases, it's not. I often sit with people who say, I got into a relationship and I lost myself in that relationship, and I ended up in a relationship with a narcissist, or I ended up with a partner who was non-emotional, avoidant, didn't want to attach. The list of the experiences that we have with others is quite long. And of course, we are going to seek the support and connection of others, because that's actually what heals. Having community is what heals us. Because I don't want to go into the either or, I want to go into the and. And we also need to attach to ourselves. We need to be our primary relationship. And if we're struggling to do that, we are definitely going to go external to receive what we need. So how do I talk about self-attachment? Usually how I present this to somebody is talking about being your own parent, like saying the things to yourself that you may not have heard as a kid, right? Like, you know, one of the things that I heard as a kid is, you're too much. You're just too much. And I would, I would then pull myself in and try to make myself smaller because I was too much for everybody. And I want to validate. And in some cases, I was a lot. I still am. And today I can say that to you, because I have self-attachment. I'm like, I am a lot. I'm huge. I'm big. My emotions are big. My opinions are big. I have a lot to offer the world in my bigness. But that's grounded for me, because I have taken my parts and attached them to me. And so when I start to feel like, oh, I'm being too big, I will hear a whisper inside of myself that says, you can never be too big, sweetie. You have big energy. That's a wonderful thing. So I validate myself, because if I don't, I will risk seeking it from you. And I may have just overwhelmed you. I can actually own that can happen. So now I've overwhelmed you and I'm seeking that validation from you. That's going to get me into a pickle. So I'm going to do that validation myself. I'm going to switch all those negative messages to positive messages. I'm not too big. I should be bigger. I should get as big as I possibly can. Parenting and saying caring, warm, compassionate statements to myself, that I am beautiful. I am compassionate. I am magical. I am playful. I am sweet. I am... And the list goes on and on and on. Now, there are times when I don't feel that. So I will actually talk to that little girl inside of me. And I'll say, you know what, sweetie? You may be feeling down right now. And it's okay, because feeling down is part of the human experience. And I'm here for you. I'm always going to be here for you. I'm never going to leave you. I may disappoint you sometimes. And I may get busy and forget that you're there. But I promise I'm always going to come back. And then I fulfill that promise to myself. And how do I do this? Well, sometimes I will just look in the mirror and say, I got you, kid. Or I can walk by the mirror and do a little Mel Robbins and give myself a high five while I walk by the mirror. Because that's me being there for me. I would suggest you give that a try. Attach to yourself. I would love to hear what your comments are about if you tried this experiment. How did it go?